Yo, it's Trent. Hope everyone's having a good night. And we got the Waffle House fight. What a beautiful name, right? So I was a little kid when this happened. I was like 13 or 14. I'm gonna guess 13. You know what? Maybe even younger. I could have been 12. I don't know. I was a little kid though, right? So let's just say middle school. And we were going to Florida. And we were driving to Florida, my whole family. It was me, my mom, my sister, my dad, and my uncle. And I think my grandma. But we had the whole car packed, right? And from Illinois to Florida, from where we are to where we were going, it was like exactly 24 hours. And we left super early or super late, I can't remember, but we were trying to drive all the way through. Well, we got to what was the town name? It was in Tennessee, Chattanooga, right? And everybody was kind of tired, so we were like, you know what? Let's not drive all the way through. Let's just pull off somewhere, get a hotel, and sleep, right? And that's what we did. But we also had dogs with us, so finding a hotel with dogs was a little difficult, you know? So we'd been in the car, nobody had eaten, but it's also like the middle of the night. It's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., right? So most of the people go to sleep except for me and my uncle. I'm staying awake because I wasn't tired. I slept in the car and he was awake. So I was like, I want to know what he's going to do, you know? And he's like, you want to get food? I'm like, yeah. So we start looking for what's around, right? And from our hotel, we could walk to a gas station, but it was like a shopping center gas station, you know, like a big one with a bunch of shit. And it had like not the restaurant, but like the little gas station restaurant inside, you know. So we went in there and we're like, what's around? And she's like, well, there's a Waffle House. And she's talking to us. And my uncle was kind of like, where are we right now? And she goes, you're smack dab in the middle of Georgia, Tennessee. And she said like three names in a row and it was hilarious. But she went Chattanooga, Tennessee. And it was, as a little kid, I thought it was funny, you know. That made me laugh. But anyways, so that happens, and we're like, okay, let's go to Waffle House. So we walked over there, and I can't remember why. I think maybe he was having a cigarette or something, but we were outside for like 5-6 minutes before we went in, and it wasn't cold or anything, it was fine. So we're waiting out there, right? And inside there's like a argument or something going on. All we can see is this taller dude just yelling at the lady that's working. And we go in there, and my uncle, he's well, since now he's passed away, so rest in peace, you know. But he was a scrappy guy, and he didn't look for confrontation, but he didn't go away from it, you know. And he went by the guy, and he was like, "What's going on? Let's settle down," you know. He took a kind of calm approach, and the guy shoved him back, and they just went at it, and it was like 5-10 seconds, and he punched him a few times. And then he was like, we gotta leave. And we left, and no food. So we went back to the hotel, right? And we sat there for about 10-20 minutes, and I'm like amazed, right? I'm like, you got into a fight? Like, that was crazy. But it wasn't like a real fight. It was like they were in each other's face, and I'm pretty sure the dude was super drunk, and he like pushed him and gave him like a punch, and the guy was like stumbling, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a real fight. But it was super exciting for like a 12-year-old me, you know? I'm watching this like, this is awesome, you know? But lucky no one got in trouble. But it's also a Waffle House at 2 a.m. in the middle of nowhere, so it's kind of expected, you know? I wish I could like remember full detail of how it went down, but it was just he went in there to calm it, and I was just a little kid looking around at all the excitement, you know, and then they argued, got up close, pushed a couple times. There was 1 or 2 punches. I think maybe even only one, but I thought there was 2. The dude like stumbled back, that was it. But anyways, yeah, we were sitting in the hotel room talking about it, you know, and he's like, I'm gonna go back and get food now. So he went back and got pancakes and stuff, and he got me bacon. And I was a little kid, so I don't remember that much more, like any other details from it. I just remember in Florida we got matching t-shirts. So that was a fun time. But there was multiple stories about him getting into scuffles. Like there was one time where he started a fight with a guy because he thought he kicked gravel at him, you know, like the gravel roads. They were like at a bar and there was a gravel road and he thought a guy kicked gravel at him. He fought him. It's like, Jesus. So, yeah, Waffle House fight. I wonder if you like looked up all the Waffle Houses and saw how many fights there were there. I bet per year there's like over 40. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many Waffle Houses there are, first of all, but if you say, well, actually, there's probably more. Because if you take every single Waffle House in the world, and if you say one fight each, you know, that's a good question to think about. Anyways, I just rambled about that. That was kind of dumb. New stories, of course, this week, and check them out. Thank you.